The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And for the end line. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's yards on the game's first play. Second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Watson. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Henry up the middle. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Ravens at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the
Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They'll try the draw now with Chubb, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
You look at this Baltimore defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And here's a diving catch right side. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And the tight end goes in motion left. Faking the give, now Watson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Here's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Watson off play action. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Adafe Owe in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Cade York on now for the field goal. York able to send this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
Excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
In motion right, that's Hamler.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. After the interception, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Malik Harrison able to run it down for a loss of a yard.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Watson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running left, it's Henry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Inside handoff, Henry.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hamler, the motion man left.
They go play action now. Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A shotgun handoff to Henry.
He's to the 15.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They motion the running back out left.
Henry diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. And then you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here's Elijah Moore now bringing it out of his end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers.
And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So,
and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Barney, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He's got him. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take.
There he goes left side.
Inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
93 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Henry again.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry
with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, these turnovers are a big, big problem. And a huge part of why they're behind on the scoreboard, too. That's now fumble and interception on back-to-back drives. And you just can't expect to do that and be successful in the NFL or any league for that matter.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
The pitch to Henry. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
K.J. Hamler.
34 yards.
And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now a first down throw, Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Watson now to throw. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Osborne on the return from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, it's Watson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
From the 46, here's second down and 7.
They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar...
Oh, a strip. The ball comes out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Henry out of the pistol. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Browns drive about to get started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2. Now Watson.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now it's Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
To throw is Watson, rolling to his right. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Watson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Roquan Smith, the All-Pro, the former Bear, is there to make the stop. 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Now Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.